Hello and welcome back to Shakesyear. We are working on the Spanish tragedy, and we're actually getting fairly close to the end. We're in Act 4, Scene 2, which is just a little tiny scene that is only this monologue. We get to hear from Isabel today, and she is Act 4, Scene 2, and rightfully so. You'll find out why in just a little bit. But this, again, is a play that only has 4 acts, so we only have about a week left to go. We're never going to get to Act 5. There's only 4 scenes in Act 4. And we're almost there. So things are starting to maybe wrap up a little bit. Hieronimo and Bellimperia have sort of joined forces, and they're going to be doing this play within a play with Balthazar and Lorenzo that sort of mirrors what's going on with Bellimperia and Balthazar, with Don Andrea and Horatio, all of that kind of stuff. All of that is going to happen. That's kind of how Hieronimo is dealing with his grief at the moment, as much as he's actually dealing with grief. But in Act 4, Scene 2, we get to visit Isabel, Hieronimo's wife and Horatio's mother, who's also still grieving the loss of her child. And so she's walking around in the garden where the tree is on which Horatio was hanged, and the entire scene is this monologue. So she kicks off the scene saying, "Tell me no more! Oh, monstrous homicides! Since neither piety nor pity moves the king to justice or compassion, I will revenge myself upon this place, where thus they murdered my beloved son. Down with these branches and these loathsome boughs of this unfortunate and fatal pine. Down with them, Isabella, rent them up and burn the roots from whence the rest is sprung. I will not leave a root, a stalk, a tree, a bough, a branch, a blossom, nor a leaf, no, not an herb, within this garden plot, accursed complot of my misery. Fruitless forever may this garden be, barren the earth, and blissless whosoever imagines not to keep it unmanured. An eastern wind, commixed with noisome airs, shall blast the plants and the young saplings. The earth with serpents shall be pestered, and passengers, for fear to be infect, shall stand aloof, and looking at it, tell, there, murdered, died the son of Isabel. Here he died. And here I him embrace. See where his ghost solicits with his wounds revenge on her that should revenge his death. Hieronimo, make haste to see thy son, for sorrow and despair have cited me to hear Horatio plead with Rhadamanth. Make haste, Hieronimo, to hold excused thy negligence in pursuit of their deaths, whose hateful wrath bereaved him of his breath. Aye, nay, thou dost delay their deaths. Forgivest the murderers of thy noble son, and none but I bestir me to no end. And as I curse this tree from further fruit, so shall my womb be cursed for his sake. And with this weapon will I wound the breast, the hapless breast that gave Horatio suck." And then she stabs herself and kills herself and dies. So this is Isabella still grieving, and the way that she is grieving her son, there's layers to it. She's come out to the arbor, to be in the arbor where he was, in part because she still feels his presence there, but also because she wants that tree gone. She wants any memory of what that tree did to be gone, and she doesn't ever want anything else to grow in this area so that nobody else ever has to lose a child here or lose anybody else. So she starts hacking at the tree. She starts tearing it down, chopping down this tree. She curses the earth to forever be barren, and then she gets angry at Hieronimo for not having gotten the revenge yet. She's like, you were supposed to have done this, and or you should be dead by now, and visiting your son because he's still haunting me, and nobody's doing anything about any of this. And Horatio's ghost is like haunting her, taking revenge on her for not getting revenge for him yet. And it gets to the point where she just can't take it anymore, so she stabs and kills herself, and that's the end of Act 4, Scene 2. So a weird sort of roundabout bit of revenge, if we are going to believe that Horatio's ghost wants revenge on Isabel for not getting revenge for him yet. But yet another thing to compound to Hieronymo's misery, and maybe this will push him to actually do what he needs to do. I don't know. We've only got 2 more scenes to figure it out, but come on back tomorrow for more, and we'll get there together. I'll see you then. Mwah.